Premier Boyz, yeah. Yo, me and my team is the best in the world. You and your team looking stressed in the world. Said me and my team is the best in the world. Then you and your team looking stressed in the world. Yo, me and my team getting caressed by curves, and you and your team getting arrested by the curb. Me my nigga, oh, he ain't do shit except the robbery, nigga. He gon' do 6. Come through, bitch styled up with new kicks, pay flow ho, and I come with 2 chicks. Cause me and my team is the best in the world. Me and my team is the best in the world. Said me and my team is the best in the world. Best in the world, best in the world. Got a star on the sky, gentleman on the cup. And I know my team burns, we got sand in the cut. Ow. Premier Boyz.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman.
And what's going on? This is Aaron Stans.
This is the star Roddy Rob.
Long live the chief. They call me Malimal.
And this episode you're about to listen to could be very offensive.
Also, you might want to wear a pair of headphones while listening to this episode, as it is not safe for work.
Today's episodes include discussions on sensitive topics that may evoke strong emotion.
So therefore, discretion is advised.
Thank you and enjoy this episode. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to the Premier Boyz podcast. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman.
Hey, you already know what it is. It's your man's Aaron Sands. We're back at it with another one. You already know what it is. If it's Wednesday nights, it is that #1 podcast you all know and love with all your hearts. The Premier Boyz podcast. Welcome to another week.
And then you got me, the star Roddy Rob. It's Wednesday. We here. Was really good with y'all, man. Man, fam, we here. What's up?
Hey, yo, what's the word? They call me Malimal. I'm kicking it live from the top of the sky to Uno. And I'm happy to be back. Finally. Hold on. Finally. The chief has come back.
There you go. Long live the chief is back. Yeah, welcome back, bro. Welcome back.
Yeah, I didn't.
There you go. There you go. But how everybody been doing, y'all? How everybody been doing?
Now, I've been hanging in there, you know what I'm saying? Been a tough week this week with work and everything like that. And, you know, getting my studies back on track. But I've been working on, getting that cleaned up and, getting back to the regularly scheduled programming and everything of that sort. Also getting ready for WrestleMania weekend, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be fire. You got the prediction show coming up, you know what I'm saying? So it's been real promising. I got a real promising week coming up. So, can't wait.
Facts. Yo, shout out to the prediction all-star, WrestleMania prediction week, big WrestleMania prediction weekend this Saturday. There you go. Roddy, how you doing, Roddy?
I'm good. I just had I went to a conference this week called the Momentum. It was a part 2 advance, and I had learned so much about myself and self-growth. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Nice.
And the people I met there were so amazing. So it's a couple of bonds I have for life. Just real interesting past few days, that I had the past week. So yeah, it's been good.
There you go. Long live the chief. How you been, bro?
Listen, blessed and highly favored, so I can never complain. But you know how it is, life sometimes life can get in the way of the schedule and things. Just the family life has been getting in the way of my schedules, because I've definitely missed you guys. I missed the Premier fam. I definitely love getting up here and just chatting with my boys, kicking in and just dropping this truth. So I want to apologize for that, definitely. But overall, been okay. We've been scraping and surviving out here. and scraping and surviving, but we winning. So we getting back to it.
Hold up, you said you was scrambling and scraping?
Scraping and surviving. Good time.
Oh. Got it. It's a little close, man. Those S words are a little close, so
I'm not scrambling.
Right. and me, I've been all right, living life, stuff like that. Been to a couple of events, been changing my lifestyle change, I should say. Trying to live a more healthier life. It ain't easy, but I'm trying, and yeah, just try to be a better me, and it's a work in progress every day. So I'm proud of the progress so far. But other than that, everything been good, everything been good, and yeah, there you go. But before we start anything, we gotta say rest in peace to somebody we went to high school with, very talented dude. Rest in peace to Gucci. First things for how y'all feel about Gucci, man?
That right there was a tough loss, and it's crazy to see because that's like the second loss of a classmate that we had in less than like a few months.
Yep.
We just lost
that's this year.
Yeah, it's this year. We already lost. It's been two folks we lost already. We lost Alicia earlier. Now we lost Gucci.
Oh, that was January.
No, that was like the end of December.
Oh, it's December?
Oh, December?
Yeah, it was like the end of December, yeah, because it was like the end of the holiday.
Oh,
Remember, like around the holiday, yeah. It was like
she made it in the year-long list.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all know you. Sorry about that. It's just been a lot, y'all. That's still 2 and 3 months.
But it's too close to home. Yeah, too close.
Yeah, it's still close. So it's like it goes back to like what Kim was talking about earlier. Watching out for your health and making sure everything is good. You know what I'm saying? Now, to be fair, we don't have like the full like background story of that, nor would we really get in detail of sharing that on a podcast. But what I will say is that Gucci was an amazing person to know and to be around. His energy was really transcendent for the most part towards other folks. You know what I'm saying? He came in a room and just lit up the whole damn room. You know what I'm saying? So to have that taken away from us at such a young age is real. It's depressing. You know what I'm saying? And I try to tell folks, like, this shit ain't promised. You know what I'm saying? None of this shit is. So, when you look at it, it's like, all right, you got to really just do what you got to do and, lead with your best foot. Roddy did a story earlier this week saying something about I think it was either Roddy or it was somebody else. I'm not sure. And you can stop me if I'm wrong, but there's a difference between like hiding under the shadows during the thunderstorm and then just dancing in the rain. You know what I'm saying? So
somebody else.
Not somebody else. I was trying to slide that one to you, but nevertheless,
that was good though. I'll take it if you don't want it.
I'm saying like
that was good though.
Nah, I just remember what I posted on my page, but I was just being honest. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's crazy. So I do want to send my condolences to Gucci and his family. And we'll see him on the other side. You know what I'm saying? As time progresses, we just got to be mindful of our own health and our own mortality. You know what I'm saying? As we watching this go on. So yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
And yeah, I remember Gucci from being around the school and being in the room for the writing center and stuff. It seemed like it was a cool dude. I didn't know him that well, but I used to see him hanging around with his boy Texas and whatnot. But all in all, it's always, sad to lose somebody at such a young age unexpectedly. Like, it's probably just, I know I'm probably repeating myself from their fan, but that's how I feel. Like, it's always, always sad to lose son. And this is a classmate of ours, so it's really a hard loss. No. Condolences really go out to his family and everybody who loved to know him.
Speaking of family, let me tell y'all something crazy. Right? I think I put this in the chat, and this is just the goal to say this. Like, if there's people who ever came up on your mind, I want you to go talk to them. I want you to speak to them. I want you to tell them how you feel about them, whatever it is. You know, maybe not if it's like it's just you holding on to a grudge from when y'all was in preschool. Keep it to yourself. Let it go. Right? But I guess what I'm saying is, let me mess your head up. Like 2 days before Gucci died, he came across my mind. And I started going and looking for. You remember the Robeson mixtape? So I started going and looking for the song. So I dead listened to what it is. Just what is it? Yeah, it was on the tape. And then he passed, and it stunned me. Like I didn't say nothing about it. I ain't really post about it. It stunned me. But then that followed up. I seen him when everybody's doing the rest in peace and they're posting. Somebody unexpected posted. My cousin, like one of my first cousins, one of my close cousins, one of my older cousins too. Like he's close to his 50s or whatever. Posted a picture of Gucci under his arm saying "Rest in peace to my little cousin." And it messed me up even further because I'm like, little cousin. That means this whole time, me and this man was family. And I really, he's always been on the friend list. You know, this sometimes I'm just the type of person, I don't reach out as much as I probably should in a lot of occasions, even with people I'm very close to.
Yeah.
So definitely, if God puts it on your heart to speak to somebody, speak to them, because you never know what you could have said or what happened or anything of that nature. I haven't even been able to go and try to figure out, what the deal is, what the circumstances behind his passing are. But I do just simply want to say rest in peace, and I pray, that God gives his family comfort, because losing a brother, son, all of that, it hurts. It's a big hole, and it takes time to heal.
Yeah. Gucci was a really cool dude, man. Very talented, dude definitely had talent, man. And like Sam said, like every time he come in the room, he lighted the room. He was mad funny. He always made people laugh. Me and him was mad cool, I remember Vance just posted a picture of all of us. And Gucci was in the front, Bugsy was in the picture, Sam was in the picture. I think Molly was in there too. And Tasha, it was a whole bunch of us. It was like seeing that day. Yeah, seeing that day, it was like, wow, man. And he was a cool dude, man. This was a really sad loss, man. And rest in peace to Gucci, man. I remember the last time I seen Gucci was a couple of years ago downtown. We just caught up, and stuff like that, So this was a really sad loss, man. And rest in peace to Gucci, man. We keep his family in our prayers, man. Rest in peace, Gucci, man. Yeah, man. Sans. We're segue, but anybody got to pick it up this week?
That's a really rough segue. Oh my
God. You want me to follow that?
I know.
I don't know. Oh, fuck. All right, I guess. All right, here we go. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it, right? Let's do it. All right, so I had somebody I was going to pack up this week, and it was on my mind because I was watching stories, I was doing research for the past few days regarding this topic, and I was like, all right, bro, we are ready. We're going to do this. Next time we record, this person's getting all the way packed up. I don't want to hear it. It is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw something literally about not even 24 hours ago. I'll say about 18, right?
Oh, snap.
And I'm like, yeah, nah, I can't let this rock. And I don't know why I couldn't let it rock, but I couldn't let it rock. And then I had to listen to last week's episode. And I'm like, oh, hell no. We're not letting this rock.
Oh God, I think I know. I think I know who getting packed up.
Right? And on top of that, this person can't scream next topic because it's my segment.
God, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, son.
So, yeah, I was gonna pack up Oprah today, but I'm like, yeah, nah, Oprah, I'll save that for next week until I see some other shit more.
Yeah, you fucking kidding
crazy
me,
than
son.
that. I'm packing up Ken, bro.
You fucking kidding me.
I am.
Wait.
packing
Not this here.
You gotta
How
be
did
kidding
Ken
me.
beat up Oprah? How did Ken beat Oprah here?
Tune in next week for that one. I'm just gonna get it's something about Oprah, Weight Watchers, and Ozempic. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that next week. Nah, we gotta pack Ken up though. I'm gonna tell you why. Right? Last week.
Wait. We're not going to skate past you making that last line sound like you about to do an episode of Kenan and Kel. Somebody say, "Oh, here it goes."
Oh, here it goes, man. Oh, here it goes. I know why you're packing me up. Oh, here it
I
goes.
know why too, bro. Should have been
I know.
If y'all listen to last week's episode, you already know why we here. You cannot think you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Here it goes.
I had to sit through, and unfortunately, you guys had to sit through it too. If y'all didn't fast forward, Ken's innate rant regarding Cardi B,
Here you go.
right? And just him just going off about how you just straight up don't like the girl. You know what I'm saying? At all. Just nah. Not even a thing. You know what I'm saying? No leeway, no strife. You know, you complain about how, you know, Nicki Minaj went through worse, even though it was like, you know, kind of self-warranted because of the people that she chooses. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we just gonna turn a blind eye to that and just be like, ooh, fuck Cardi B, You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, that's wild. You have to chill out. And you wasn't trying to chill out. So there was that, and I was like, oh damn, that's crazy, but whatever. So last night, right? Shout out, and before I get into this, shout out to the team over at Sexy Nerd. They do some amazing events once a month. A lot of cosplay related material. So, you know, a lot of cosplay related material, but they also do gaming. They do other stuff too. So, you know, I want to give a quick shout out to them and the work that they do. However, we over here sitting there chilling, me and Ken turning up, you know, celebrating a good week, whatever, getting ready for the day that the Lord made, which was Easter, right? And then Cardi plays a few times. And what did you do, Ken? What did you do?
I stand there.
No.
I stand there. Stop dancing. Son.
No.
I stand there. Stop dancing.
Stop dancing.
I stopped
Because
dancing.
you
Son.
started when you heard the track hit. When you heard Finesse hit, you was already bopping, and it was late.
Oh, he didn't pump fake from the song.
He definitely pump fake, bro. NBA damn on him.
Get out of here with that, son.
You know what I'm saying?
When Cardi Park get.
I was like, what happened? I was like, what? I thought, shoot, you know what I'm saying? Or it was on his hate. You know, all I say is this, right? I believe, right? I believe that this hate that Ken has for Cardi B isn't warranted. You know what I'm saying? And I could kind of second that damn near to like 85% of the female game right now. Yes, people claim that they're whores or they're sex workers, which we're going to get into in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, you can't be like, oh, fuck that girl, But when Finesse come on, you want to bop around. You know what I'm saying? You trying, nah, bro, no.
I bop around when Bruno Mars Park came on. When Cardi Park,
not just when Bruno Mars
don't do that. Don't do that, son. Don't do that, son.
Cardi was there too. He was like, oh, let me stop. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Hard, Finesse is a bop. You can't hold on to hate there, Finesse.
You can't, and he knows that. So, bro, he knows that. So yeah, for him, pump faking on that,
being a hater, bro.
yeah, it comes off as hate. You feel me? Like, For him doing all of that, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to sit there and take all of Cardi's records, right? The mixtapes, the first album, and the impending second album that she's about to come out with, right? You gotta take all that, put it into a banker's box, right? Which is Superman outfit, and you just gotta pack it up. Okay, you gotta pack up that opinion, bro. I'm sorry. You like Cardi. It's okay.
Son, I do not like no Cardi. Son. Get
like
that
Cardi.
shit out of here, son. No,
you like Cardi. It's okay. This is like, my name is Kenan.
Yeah, that top, yeah, Roddy.
You like
anybody y'all like this week, Roddy? Anybody y'all like this week?
I like Cardi B.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Let it out.
Roddy, anybody y'all like this week? Like topic.
How's that topic?
Like topic. Anybody y'all like this week?
Well, as y'all know, the freaking MCA done passed that congestion pricing last week. And all I'm hearing from my New Jersey residents is why? Why us? Why we gotta fit the burden of paying twice to come into New York, and now we gotta choose between coming to New York to have a good time and staying our ass in New Jersey. And it's like, I get it. It's not fair because you gotta pay for the tolls to come through the bridges, and then you gotta pay the $15 to get to head, because they charging people below 60th Street, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like, and then it's like, yo, even if now I want to go to Jersey, I gotta think about like, yo, I gotta have money to go and come back too, extra. So it's like, yo, that's why I just don't like this week. Congestion price and passing, and the effect it's gonna have on people commuting between New York and New Jersey. I understand that they want people to take these shitty trains and buses, but this shit not reliable outside. This shit not reliable at all. Come on,
horrendously not reliable.
And it's not fair for ladies to take the train like that, because now I don't know if you guys been following like TikTok like that too crazily, but a lot of ladies are randomly getting punched in the face on the train.
Let me mess your head up with that. You know, one of the people who got arrested for doing that was Marcus Garvey's grandson.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Oh wow.
What?
Bug me out.
What?
Just seen it.
That's wild, Joe.
Bro, what kind of example you setting, bro? Your grandfather got surprise shot. And that's how his story ended, right? And then you want to sit there and surprise hit a chick in the face, bro?
Yeah.
Grandfather's rolling in his grave right now.
He definitely is. But I think you know, Ibaki probably felt the drugs and stuff similar to Malcolm X's grandson fall to the problems of the world or whatever, and now you're just a regular crazy nigga, for lack of a better term. Like, you're just a regular crazy. You need to go your black ass somewhere. But the congestion pricing thing, it also affects people driving from Brooklyn too.
Yeah.
So, and it's crazy, these prices. I think it's terrible. If you want to go to Jersey, I guess you got to go through Queens, go all the way above Manhattan, and go around. Have fun with that.
All right, Molly, what's your out of the sky for this week?
So, out of the sky, I had one a few weeks ago. I had a different one the following week. I always collect them, but I wanted to have a little conversation with you guys, because the thing I'm going to say is going to connect in two ways, and I promised Ken and the rest of the gang that I would not take a super long time, right? So I'm going to be monitoring my time. I do want the conversation to develop a little bit, but I'm going to monitor. All right, so the trend that Sands just alluded to is coming to mind. So last week, and bear with me, I'm going to connect some dots that don't seem like they need to be connected, and I promise you guys, connecting these dots is not out of callousness or anything. It's a real thing. Last week, a young lady by the name of Samaya Spain was slain with her twin sister by a guy. They caught him, they arrested him. I don't have his name in front of me. And they did that. He slew them. Well, he didn't slew them. He slew Samaya. Her twin sister Sanaya is in the hospital, but she's alive. Their brother also was stabbed, but he's alive as well. What I'm trying to say is, and I know that's heavy. This gonna be one of those kind of heavies out of the skies. That's why I'm also gonna make it quick for you guys. When that happened, Samaya Spain was in the act of resisting advances from this man, but not only resisting advances, doing her best to do everything right. It gets real hard when your conversation to women sounds similar to a white person's conversation to black people about police brutality. You know, oh, you should just obey. Oh, you should just, why would you talk to a cop with aggression in your voice? Because the cops are God, and you understand what I'm saying? Why couldn't you just comply? That's what they say. Just comply. And we know as black people or people, who have eyes and can see the news and the Twitter feeds and all this stuff. You don't have to not comply to get killed by a cop. Samaya Spain did as much as you could under the pressure of the moment to not get hurt by a crazy person. And it did not work. She went into she left the area, she walked, noticed the man was following him, rebuffed the events again, went in the store. The store owners locked the door until he left. But he didn't leave. He waited a very long time. The cops hadn't made it yet. He made it a very long time. Seen her come out, then came around and stabbed her. This man had a friend who basically told him he was violent for doing all of this, but kind of left him to his own devices at some point. It's somber because I'm trying to have this conversation with my girl, because the topic of street harassment is one that frustrates her, because of course, being a woman with a sizable rump, that it's part of the game at the level. I realized my conversation to her sounded like white people's conversation about police brutality to black people. But in all actuality, there's not too much I can say, right? Because I can't go the other way with this, right? Where we say, well, we need to teach men that this is bad, and we need to teach men that you're not supposed to do this, and men are rapists by nature and does this by nature, so we need to castrate them or separate them or penalize them further or take, you know what I'm saying? I can't say that because most men aren't that. A crime statistic often doesn't outlive the whole people of that statistic. I.e., let me put it this way. It's a raw truth that most domestic violence cases are men versus women, right? Where the men is the aggressor, the men are probably going to be the people that go to jail. And yes, there are various reasons within that, but at the end of the day, the person with the physical power and the might in the situation is usually going to be the person with the oppressive power to be an aggressor. Is that a fair assessment?
I mean, it's fair. But to your point, but to add on to it, I do believe that we do have to teach, especially this era of dudes, about handling their emotions better. You know what I'm saying? Because granted, like if the woman said no, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, nah, I'm not feeling it or whatever like that, right? Growing up, we had to take that and then keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
But that's my point right there. And that's where I was going to go forward with. But I'm sorry to cut you so early. I know that's a little abrupt. But that right there is my point. As young men, we were taught, at the very least, that you got to eat it. Sometimes there's going to be some stuff you got to eat. Weren't you? We all men here, weren't we taught this at some level? Especially if you had a man in your life, a father. They had, at some levels, they've told you, you got to eat some shit. Right? If a girl rejects you, you got to eat that. Or move on to the next. My dad used to say, there's too many fish in the sea.
Yep.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying? All of these is mentality built into us through our learning to keep us from being whatever that guy. We're taught this already. The people who are doing this are people who never should have been on the street in the first place. Right? The crime statistic is mostly men, but it's not most men. And I think that's the conflation where everybody gets caught up and get mad. Right? So the men that don't understand that it's mostly men, they think you're saying it's most men. Right? And then they're going to react to that. No. The statistic is mostly men. The thing is not most men. But the problem in the middle that we're overlooking constantly is the rapidly growing mentally ill problems in all of our metropolitan cities around the world, around the country. The problems that we're overlooking is how the poverty caused so much inability to get mental help. And now when we do have more ability, people are just way too gone for certain things. But the problem is also that's going to be a thing. Right? You don't believe. Here's the deal. That somebody said, I think Denzel Washington said this or something. Always leave the party before the devil arrives. Right? And I used to think that just meant leave the party before the orgies, right? But when you take it in a metaphorical sense, the devil has arrived in certain places, and they're just there waiting to cause random havoc. You gotta move differently, be careful differently. Okay, here's the example, and I was putting this off, and I only got a couple more minutes. Right, here's the example. I watched the Freaknik documentary. Yeah, do you know how Freaknik started as a picnic based off the song Freak Out? So they just added Freaknik. It wasn't even supposed to be a freaky picnic or nothing. It was just supposed to be a picnic for college kids. I mean, like the smart kids, right? The ones you know what I'm saying. It's supposed to be a chill spot. College kids, HBCU, black college kids. Let me ask y'all fellas a question. When you hear the word freaknik, do you think of a picnic? And freak out.
No.
No, what do you think?
A freaky party. A freaky party.
A freaky party. What else? Say that again, Sam.
90s vagina and videotapes.
There you go. That too. What I'm trying to say is, they had it planned one way. That party, and it kept happening. Like, there was a bunch of Freakniks before any of those cameras or those vaginas came. You know what I'm saying? Because Freaknik started almost at the top of the 80s. It wasn't until 88, 89, until Uncle Luke got there, until people started hearing about it and started drawing themselves to it. All types of people. That it became the super party, basically the Black Spring Break Mecca. Right? And it was still all good vibes until 95. 94 was the most vibe part, where you could start seeing the problem, but 95 was when the problem was real. 95 was when the devil took over the party. In 95, you began getting rapes, and the men who not are touching people who want them to touch them, but are touching whoever they want to touch. Right? There's a big difference, guys. I need y'all to know this. 95 is when the women, well, they went from, like, if you see videos of the women from 92, 93, 94, they're happy, willingly doing whatever they want. Everybody is, cooling. 95 women, they're like, I will never come back to this. I'm not coming back to this. This is terrible. Blah 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 blah. By 96, the cops had started to try to slow down on it, because 95, the devil had did his thing in 95. A bunch of rape, a bunch of sexual harassment. It stained what the original vision of this party is supposed to be. How do these things connect? It's simply put, I personally don't think it's enough to tell your homeboy, don't be out here raping. Because it's not your homeboy. If you're a normal person, right? I don't have to worry about that with any of the people I'm on this conference or this podcast with.
Facts, same here.
That's a fact, right?
That's
Yep, that fact.
And I've known these men for 20 plus years. Plus? Are we that old now?
It felt like that at that party last night. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yo.
Yeah.
But I've known these men for almost 20 years. I've never once, and I've been to parties with them. I've seen them black out drunk. I've seen all types of stuff. Never once, under any of those situations, did I have to tell them to stop doing that to that young lady. So why are you wilding out with that young lady? What are you doing, bro? Like,
Why
I wouldn't,
that girl in the wall of Jericho?
Right.
Yeah.
But you get my point.
Yeah.
It's not enough to tell your homeboys. Somebody has to deal with the mental illness at a very young age. Somebody has to look around at what's going on. We got to get more people out of these streets, like, to deal with it. Because it's crazy people. There's always going to be a crazy set of people that's not going to follow something just because they want what they want. Right? Ain't none of us got to be told that dealing with women without their consent is wrong. None of us. We're the same generation that they told you can't even hit them back no matter what they do to you. This generation softened up on that. We were the ones that, like, if the girl is slapping you, punching you, hitting you, breaking your car, you can't do nothing to her. Means you touch her, a group of people who don't know you or her will jump you.
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm lying? Ask the homie in the 8-ball jacket.
That's why he's known as the homie in the 8-ball jacket.
Right.
Facts.
Right. So, and I'm going to wrap it up here. I don't know how we attack the mental illness problem in a country that also has an opioid problem to compound upon it. That also has a fatherless problem from the old drug addiction to compound upon it. That also has a hate problem from the way the country was founded to compound upon. But I need us to attack those channels, attack those avenues. I need men, if you're not feeling like you can do this, I need you to reach out to somebody, get some therapy or something. You can get it on Medicare. I promise you can. And that's it. So for this out of the sky, I need everybody to be focused on doing right by each other, loving your sister for real, because some of the things that I've heard, the things I've seen, things that go on, I don't know how to raise a daughter at this time. And that's my out of the sky.
There you go. And that's
real quick before hold on, Ken, before you go away from that real quick, there's a point that I wanna address on that that Mali spoke about in his Out of the Sky. You mentioned how there was one problem that we had that wasn't solved because of the other problem we had, and it goes back to past problems that we haven't solved for the most part.
Right.
And I agree with that. I feel like it's like we solve our social problems the same way we do our healthcare. We don't give cures to a lot of this shit, even though we know the possible cure that it could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we may know that, we don't invest in solving and reaching the cure more or less than putting a band-aid on a lot of the shit that we do. Or the
Correct.
Ways to make it
No
acceptable.
cure.
Like, we
Correct.
make
Everybody
COVID
just
acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Disease killed tens of thousands of people. We found some way to make that shit acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's not good. You know, we need to find better solutions, better curable solutions to the problems that we're facing. It's not, we're gonna have conversations like women's safety and human safety as a whole. We're gonna have gender conversations that revolve around that, and it's gonna be real cyclical as opposed to proactive. That's all I gotta say about that. But get out of the sky though. That was really good.
Yeah. There you go, yo. And that was a good Out of the Sky, yo. Shout out to Mali. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back.
Yeah, bro.
So
Good to be back in.
Yeah, so before I do my review of the week, yo, I gotta address the elephant in the room. You know, shout out to Sam for that pack it up. You know, that was really clever, you bro. That was really clever of you. You know, I do like finesse. I don't like Cardi part, but I take the L for this one. But if I take an L for this, Sam gotta take the L for bobbing his head to Drake, Rich Baby Daddy, drop bobbing his head to Sexy Red Party. But we said that for another topic. Anyway.
The sample. Like, that's what it was.
But this is not time for my Mr. Gentleman review of the week.
Wait, hold on. Before you jump into that, I gotta. Has every member of the Premier Boyz, including Sans himself, been packed up?
I haven't been packed up yet.
Yeah.
I might have packed up Roddy earlier, like in past seasons. I don't know if I did it
Roddy before.
I think he did pack up Roddy.
Roddy did something and he packed up Roddy.
He did pack up Roddy before, actually.
On his show, not this show, right?
No, this show.
I didn't know
it was this show.
I can't remember episode 1.
I don't know what it was for. I have to look. We have to look back in the archives.
He packed himself up, so nobody's safe.
Yeah, nah. I had to take ownership, man. I was falling asleep on podcasts and shit like that. So
yeah, but you know, I got my review of the week, and this week review of the week, I had a completely different movie to review, but something I saw earlier before I got on here. I don't want to do this, but okay, so this is throwback movie too. So question, have anybody seen the Dragon Ball Evolution?
The movie?
The movie.
I almost seen it and I started vomiting, so like I didn't see more than like 6 seconds.
Yeah. But but did you know that they have a Dragon Ball movie called Dragon Ball Let the Magic Begin. Yeah, I know they had a movie with that called that.
It's live action.
It's live action, yeah.
Oh God.
What?
Yeah.
How old is it?
I was just seeing this before I got on here, and this came out in 1991. Yeah, 1991. So I watched it. I'm on my Fire Stick, just looking. And I see the movie called Dragon Ball. Let the Magic Begin. I'm like, where did the movie come from? I never saw this movie before. I thought this was Evolution, but it wasn't. It's in 1991. So I was curious. I started watching it, and I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, but this was really bad. And a good thing there was the recipe to the homie. He was a part of the project, so that's a good thing. It was making it even more bad because they couldn't say the character's name. They were calling Goku Monkey Boy through the whole thing. Boomer had a completely different. Yeah, Boomer, what we would call Boomer. Yamcha was named Westwood. I was like, what is this crap? I sat here for an hour and 30 minutes watching this movie. Just because. And yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah. Yeah. And also they call it Dragon Ball Dragon Pearls.
Oh, they probably got the copyrights. That's
it was a version of Dragon Ball, but it wasn't Dragon Ball basically.
It's Dragon Ball Wish.com.
Yeah, exactly. And the good thing, the creator was a part of this, cause this was not good. This was not good. And
I know he wouldn't be a part of it. He's the one that would give you the permission to say Dragon Ball and boom.
Exactly. He was saying exactly. The fact, and I look at you real quick, and they got all the names. I was confused, like, why did they name Westwood and Booba and not Booba and stuff like that, and they had, I gotta get this. What Mr. Gentleman fact? I don't even feel what to do. Feel like doing the voice. How bad the movie was. I can't. And that's
some weak facts.
Yeah, really. That's this week, Mr. Gentleman Review of the Week.
Some really weak facts.
It was terrible, sir. It was terrible, man. I'm a fan of Dragon Ball. I'm a fan of Dragon Ball. But now after I watch Dragon Ball, I gotta watch the original Dragon Ball now, because to get my conscience back up. I gotta get my head right again. I get my head right again.
Shout out to Westwood though.
Yo, if y'all wanna watch it, if y'all wanna watch it, go on Freeverb. It's on Freeverb. It's in partnership with
It's on Freeform.
Freeverb, yeah. No, Freeverb. Or Freeverb, whatever it's called. Freeverb, yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like a Tubi adjacent streaming.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's on there. What's in your headphone this week?
Oh shit! There's a lot that's been in my headphones this week, man. Between the healthy ongoing rap beef with the big three, or just or better yet, just the Future and Metro versus Drake and J. Cole and whoever ghostwriters he got. I was like, okay, that's been in my headphones, but what's the last thing that had been in my headphones? It's a bit of an oldie but goodie. Especially on a late night tip. As I told y'all before, I was out last night, you know what I'm saying? Moving and shaking and everything like that. But on the way back, I like to tone it down. I like to, how they used to say on Power 105 back in the day, I like to power it down.
I would like to power it down.
I gotta power it down. You know what I'm saying? Trying to set a mood. So, in my headphones this week was an oldie but goodie. Came out in '88 off the Make It Last Forever album. How Deep Is Your Love? Keith Sweat. That's how you end the week and get ready for, the next long week that we're having, that we're about to undertake, or we're already undertaking by the time of this podcast.
Fire.
That sounds like a crazy weekend. How deep is your love?
Facts.
I love them 90s titles. Them late 80s, early 90s titles.
That R&B New Jack type,
Facts.
Either you gonna love me deep or no.
See, that would have came out in 2019.
All right, what about you, Molly? What about you? What do you have for this week?
Honestly, I've generally been doing a music fast, just for the course of the last month and a half or so. Just trying to get my mind in line with spiritual things and of that nature. So I don't really have a lot of carnal music. I do got a bit of gospel. One song is called "I Anoint Myself," and the lines go, "Sometimes you got to remind yourself who and basically who you are." And the song, of course, relates that to who you are in God. You got to remind yourself who you are. I think that's a dope song to listen to if y'all can find it. The artist only has one song on Spotify at all, so I don't know how that happened. But if you can find it, go for it. It's a great song.
Alright, there you go. Roddy, what about you?
So this week, I was listening to Train, Drops of Jupiter. And I was in my reggae. I was in my old school reggae. Kevin Little, Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go.
Wait, that count as old school now?
Huh?
That count as old school now?
Well, this was 2000s.
Anyway,
So I just, it's been some time.
We moving, y'all. We moving. Continue, bro. My bad.
Yeah, and back in the day, we used to have. Y'all remember how they used to have like one reggae beat and 50 songs?
Yeah.
The Diwali rhythm.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Which include Strong Paul, Get Busy, Brick and Lace, Your Love Is Wicked, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Just like Wayne Wonder. So yeah, I was listening to a lot of that this week. To my reggae vibes.
Wait, the Diwali rhythm, that was the one that had Louis D also, right?
Yo, Louis D.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That had too. Yeah. It was a whole bunch of. It was a whole bunch of songs. Like I think that was one of the most popular ones.
Yeah.
At least here, anyway. I said at least here, anyway.
Yeah. At least here, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. That was in my help.
There you go. What's in my help for this week? We talked about this artist a couple of episodes ago. Happy he finally back with a new song. And plus, I'm gonna talk about him in this next topic on the prequel. Big Sean got a new song out, man. Precision, my boy back. He got that Pop My Collar sample on that song. Yeah, my boy back. Also, just a new album called Philly Sex, produced by Timbaland. Yeah, and that's what's in my half on this week. So now it's time for the prequel. Small news that matters. And we're gonna start off with this. Kendrick, he was on a song with Metro Boomin feature called Like That, and he dissed J.Cole and Drake. So my question to y'all is: have y'all heard the song? How y'all feel about the song? And how y'all feel about the big three? Do you feel Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole is the big three, or should be somebody else added to the big three? Who would be your pick for this big three?
I honestly think we need to abolish the big three. Like, I'm sorry, this whole NBA, let's click up, let's be teammates type shit is just nah. I say this growing up in the 90s when you had Big and Pac being like the two literally biggest rappers in the game going head to head, trying to see trying to see who's actually lyrically better. Now, unfortunately, we haven't really seen what would have came out of that since we lost both of those at an untimely demise. But then after that, we got to see the 2000s, and I felt like that right there was like the most competitive period in hip hop at that time, because not only you were battling going back and forth with people in your own region, you also, especially now with the internet being the way the internet was, you now were going back and forth with folks. Well, not even before, but it was more enhanced now. Like now you're going back and forth with people from other regions. Yeah, it was once East and West Coast, but now you got the South jumping in. You got the Midwest. Don't look now, but Canada got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, when you come from that and then you're going now, now we're just the big three. We're just going to go against everybody. Nah, bro. Like, this is not AAU. Like, this is the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got bars, prove it. And I guess that's what Kendrick was trying to, hone in on.
Hold on. The big three don't mean that they attack team. I said the big three don't mean that they attack team.
No, but I understand it's not mean that it's a tag team, bro. But you got to consider this too. You got to consider the whole. You got to consider the whole Future and Drake back and forth too. You know what I'm saying? And the heat that's coming on with that. So now this goes back to what I was talking about regions. You got like Future, Metro, and the people they rocking with against Drake, because you gotta listen. You gotta also take into account everything that's been going on behind the scenes too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks were unfollowing Drake because he may have clapped their chicks or whatever like that. Or
Hussein, are you really surprised about people unfollowing Drake, son? Are you really surprised?
I'm not at all. What I'm saying is like there's a lot of background shit with this too. So now it's like, I bet Kendrick like, yo, listen, y'all want to click up, that's fine. I ain't trying to click up with y'all niggas. I'm trying to exceed y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? And then you're getting that same energy from other folks. Like we're also following Future and Metro got this album dropped that had this track on it. And then now they're about to spin the block and drop us a volume 2 to this sometime like next couple of weeks from what I heard. It's, there's stuff that is much bigger things in play where it's looking like, hey, you might have to click up. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to hear Drake just do like 30 songs, and out of those 30 songs, 20 of them is just sneak dissing these people.
Don't he already do that anyway?
He can do that anyway.
That's what I'm saying. So would you rather him drop a back-to-back and see what's up?
Shoot. Back to Back only came out after Charged Up, which was a much subliminal diss record. Like, we'll get a back to back if you get mad enough, or if you think you got him on the ropes. Because who else he back to back on? He ain't back to back Joe Budden.
He ain't back to back Pusha T.
No, he did not.
He hit it back to back.
All right, guys, I got a kid.
He hit it back to back Kanye.
Ain't nobody back to back Kanye.
Yeah, nobody tries to go at Kanye just because you don't know what he's going to say. Like, not even that you think he's going to be nicer than you. You just don't know what he's going to be on.
Fact. Did Kanye say something recently about?
I'm actually pulling that up right now. I'm glad you mentioned that. He said on IG, he said the following quote: "Everyone knows I watched Kendrick on No More Parties in LA." That's facts. He did watch Kendrick on No More Parties in LA, although Kendrick did have a pretty fire verse there too.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Hold on, can I say something real quick? On that song, like, Kendrick had such an understated flow that it kind of made it easy to feel like he just got completely washed. Yeah. Because it's hard to even recall his lyrics, but you just got to go back to the song. It's sort of like it's like Renegade. Whenever you think of Renegade, you think of, you know, Eminem wilding up Jay-Z on the track. But when you go back and listen to the track, like Jay-Z, it wasn't like Jay-Z just got washed. Like he really had something to say. It's just his flow was super understated, and Eminem was just punchline and everything, high energy, different.
So Ye was talking about how everybody know he watched Kendrick on that track, No Ball Parties in LA. He also goes on to say, everyone knows I watched Drake at that Free Hoover concert, which is also facts.
That's definitely facts.
Especially once I found out he wrote Found Your Love. So yeah.
Yep.
That was it. He also says, everyone knows I brought Adidas into this culture and I took him out. Everyone knows Lotta, Dima, Virgil, Jerry, Kim all worked for me. I made Yeezus, Dark Fantasy, Pablo, Graduation, Thrones, 808s. I made Runaway, Devil in a New Dress, Father Stretch. I am the only person to come back to number one after cancellation. There is only one GOAT. I stand by me. My friends call me Ye. Smiley face. So yeah. Ye's like, nah, all this big three stuff, none of that's gonna matter if I'm walking in this shit. Like what? A god. So like what? Meanwhile, Jay is out here hiding in Japan after this whole Diddy stuff is going down. So
yeah, he might be the next target.
He might be part of that.
To stay there too, because he's gonna get some of this on him.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna get some of whatever.
You gonna get some of that take that juice?
Stupid. But I'm gonna say something about this big three real quick. I heard the song. Okay, Kendrick. Happy Kendrick came back. Dope. Every mention about this big three with Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. I'm gonna be honest. Drake should not even be in the big three, son. I would replace Drake with Big Sean. Big Sean need to be in one of the big three more than Drake did, in my opinion.
The thing is, I would agree with you lyrically, but it just feels like Big Sean's catalog just can't compare to Drake's catalog. And not even just purely lyrically, just enough.
Because we've been talking about Drake this whole show, son. The whole show since the show started. He is a music sensual. He a commercial artist. He got, you know.
And what's Big Sean? He's not a commercial artist. Definitely a commercial artist. On a commercial label, all that.
Well, why is on a commercial label?
Hold up. Are you saying that Big Sean fell off?
Low key, yes. That's why this is a comeback.
Bro, that's crazy.
He went away to go.
Bro, that's crazy.
I wouldn't say
that,
I wouldn't say for a long, but yeah, he sold an album. Yeah, he sold a couple albums. This is his first album. This was his first project without Kanye. This is his first project that he got out now without Kanye, basically.
Yeah, how close he was with Ye. I didn't think he had no projects without Ye.
Yeah, no, this is the first. He literally left Ye a couple years ago. But remember, all the reason he did it because he had a kid.
Right. Let me see. Hold on.
I heard echo.
Roddy,
his highest rated song is the number 6 on the Billboard.
Hold on,
I can have this one.
That's what's allowed.
But yeah. And else anybody got to say? Donald, you spoke about this yet?
About so in terms of the big three, in terms of the beef, I haven't really heard the record. I like Kendrick when he randomly just decides he wants to come at every rapper that exists, and then he wants to really see who comes back at him. It sounds like people are gonna come back at him, but niggas is tweeting, so they probably won't again. Imagine dropping a verse and you making people who rap professionally for a career shaking their boots. It's different. Like Kendrick's legacy is going to be undisputable. Drizzy's legacy is going to be undisputable. Cole's legacy is going to be undisputable. After that, you got a lot of people whose legacy will be disputable.
But yo, I was watching this video of this dude on YouTube, and he was breaking down the beef, everything between Kendrick and J. Cole, basically every like sub they have with each other, leading up to the latest project, and the same with Kendrick and Drake. And when I heard the Kendrick and Drake, it pretty much proved that Kendrick never liked the Drake at all. Yo, Kendrick never liked the Drake at all, son. I never know how many songs that he subbed Drake. Like, so many songs, Joe. He took a shot at Drake.
He was on a song with Drake.
And took a shout out.
Yes.
Gee Louise. But next topic on the prequel. Raising Kanan. Season 5. How y'all feel about that? Yeah, I feel too far.
How's the echo?
Can we get this one first? Because I didn't know if you jumped in on this one yet.
Do you think I'm saying?
No. Oh, okay. All right. Well, Raising Kanan season 5. That's pretty dope. I think that's gonna lead right into Ghost and Tommy getting their own like little situation going on.
Yeah.
You know, so that's gonna be something to look forward to. Raising Kanan is kind of like, and at first it was like the first 2 seasons seemed like a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then it got picked up season 3. People are talking about it and everything like that. Yeah, man, it's looking like it's gonna be like one of the top like star shows, especially when you got Power Book 2 about to wrap up soon, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked by this news actually, because after we spoke about this last episode about Power Book 2 getting ending and stuff like that, we thought that it would be no more show going to 5 seasons. But yeah, I was shocked about this. I mean, I'm not mad about it, but I'm just shocked about it, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, because I do agree it's going to lead into the Power Origin with Tommy and Ghost. So yeah, look forward to it. Roddy.
I think this might be his final season, and then just like you said, it's gonna and start the beginning of Power Origins. So I'm definitely hoping that if it is the final season. But then again, they were saying that it's too expensive to carry people for 6 seasons, right?
Yeah.
So.
Especially if somebody been on a show for a very long time. And if you think about it with Power Book 2, Tariq been on Power for 9 years. So I completely get it. Literally for 9 years. So I guess I get why. You know?
Almost a decade. But.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But with so you think that Mekhi Curtis still have time to make season 6 and season 7 on this show?
It might not need to, because he might also be on Power Origin as well.
Oh, most definitely he'll have a.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I think Raising Kanan gonna end, and then he might just be on their show, like just go straight like how Tariq went to Original Power to Book 2. I think he would go to Raising Kanan to Power Origin.
That's gonna be another smooth transition though, right there.
Yeah.
All right, so Raising Kanan season 5, here we go.
Yeah. And what about you, Molly? Long little chief.
Sorry about that. Raising Kanan. My bad. Technical difficulty. But Raising Kanan is probably my favorite of the Power series, next to Power so far. So like it having a season 5 is great. I'm gonna binge it when I get the shot too. Man, I can't say more about the homie that played 50 that played Kanan. I don't know how he got the cadence right for 50. This is exactly how I imagine young 50 sounding like in Queens. Let's keep it going.
Facts. All right, there you go. All right, before we get to the main event topic, we got one more thing to talk about on the prequel. So apparently, Good Times having a reboot or a sequel or a anime sequel. And I know the trailer just came out, and yeah, have y'all seen the trailer? How y'all feel about it?
I've seen a snippet of the trailer. I didn't see the whole joint yet. If it's anything like what we seen in the 70s, I'm not here for it at all. And I say that with the utmost respect to our history in television and the stuff that we help create and contribute to, the strides we made in the history of TV. However, this would be taking us like 3 steps back or 30 steps back. Which, you know what I'm saying? Like it's taking us 30 steps back, mainly because when you look at it, from what I saw, they seem like they're in the same. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If y'all seen it, are they in the same place, in the same apartment? Huh?
No,
absolutely not.
No, they're not.
So, let me set the stage. Let me tell you. Let me. So basically, the new Good Times is what would happen if you fast forwarded Good Times 40 years. So we're dealing with like JJ's grandkids or something like that.
Yeah.
And if you basically then, after you fast forwarded 40 years, gave it the Boondocks paintbrush, but not the nuanced stuff that we like. More like 4th season Boondocks, where it wasn't as nuanced.
Oh shoot!
And that's the thing. Like, nobody was really checking. To be honest with you, nobody was really checking for 4th season Boondocks like that. It was like 5th season Martin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like 5th season Martin. And I was saying this earlier today because it came on before we went out to dinner. Nobody caught. Nobody really was really checking for the 5th season of Martin like that. Especially after the whole Gina bullshit. You feel me? Like, nobody was really trying to check for that.
Or 4th season of New York Undercover, son.
Huh?
Or 4th season of New York Undercover. Nobody would check for that either.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that like that. But I heard it was ass. I was like, oh yeah, nah.
Sally, my fault.
So yeah, like it's certain things in our culture, right, that we desperately ask for. You know what I'm saying? I desperately want to sit there and represent our community because, as a great man once said, our image matters because it's one of the only things that we have that could transcend ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you're telling me image matters and then you're putting out some bullshit like that, you really expect folks to take us seriously? Or is that not a thing anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like, I leave that to you guys.
Oh, that's definitely not a thing no more, bro. Come on.
I know, but
have you been on Twitter lately and all this stuff? Like, we don't care about, as a black people as a whole, fight for the ability not to care about what we look like as a whole.
I mean, true, you got Sexy Red out here doing this shit, so yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? And she's picking up steam, and everybody is jacking her. Like people with degrees is jacking the stuff that Sexy Red is doing. You understand what I'm saying? People are in school buildings teaching kids ski. Like, she is saying anything remotely okay to be said to a kid in between the skis. This is the world we live in, guys. And she, as crazy as it seems, ain't even the worst person to be grifting us like this. So yeah, we don't care how we look. In fact, we fight for the right to look crazy as black people.
Yeah, but Molly, how you feel about this reboot or sequel? I should say sequel or whatever.
It looks like it's gonna be funny. But it looked like it's gonna be funny because I'm a person. I can understand when something is a joke, even if the joke is gonna be very, very, very offensive. And I promise you, I've watched this trailer. It is. But the show looks like it's going to be at least coherent. So I'm curious. I'm very curious on that.
Yeah. Roddy, what about you, yo?
This is done by freaking Seth MacFarlane. So I believe that Valley is going to be funny, but it's not going to be on point. Because when you look at Seth MacFarlane and the Cleveland show, you're just like, damn, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
Like I said, I've seen the trailer already. It's already very insulting. It's already very, very insulting.
But
I didn't know.
And then of course, they have a talking baby who sells drugs and all this stuff in the trailer. It's
basically really, Cleveland, so they really want it.
Basically, this feel like more like a Cleveland show reboot than a Good Times reboot.
Right, especially because they put a fat nigga in there.
Yeah,
not hating on big people, but Good Times they had no fat people.
Yeah.
But what's gonna happen? You know, it's gonna have the topics directed to the Gen Z and 2024 vibes, which is gonna turn me off as I watch it, because as me and you have talked about previously, a lot of the new stuff, yeah. So I know that just with the trailer, it's not gonna be my cup of tea. Like Sam said, nobody asked for this.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And I feel like it may. I don't know if it's gonna go like. I don't know if they're gonna make it past the first season. But from the trailer alone, I don't know. It seems like it's just probably gonna be a flop.
I think the first season gonna do enough damage. I think you're right.
But my man, don't let that discourage you from checking it out.
Yo,
y'all let us know.
Yo, how I feel about it is, I'm just like Mali on this one. I'm more curious than anything. You know, I'm more curious. I don't know. I don't think it'll be good. I don't think it'll be good. I do agree. It might get canceled after one season, but not because it was a bad show. It's gonna get canceled because people go to premium process against it. That way, I heard a lot of people who are not happy about this already. So I think behind that.
Oh, when you're done, I got something to say.
Yeah, I think behind that, you know, and plus, I think behind that, you know, the topic they're gonna talk about, they're thinking about the same thing from Good Times in 70, and on top of that, Seth MacFarlane is on the project. We already know Seth MacFarlane got no chill. He's very dark humor. Him on a project like this, who knows what he could do? So yeah.
I mean, just like I'm saying, like the setting is like modern day times. It's not even really good times. The only thing that's similar to Good Times is that the black family is broke, and apparently, you know, just kind of stays broke for a reason.
Yeah, but when I watched the trailer, I didn't get about. Yeah, but when I got the trailer, when I watched the trailer, I didn't really get Good Time out though. I got. They should have named it a completely different show. About, in my opinion, and also Seth Curry is a part of this project too.
Well, all right, so you got hold up. So let me get correct. You got Steph Curry.
Yes, Steph Curry.
The ghost of Norman Lear.
Norman Lear. And Mike, Norman Lear to align with the project was making though.
I guess.
But
let's be real. Norman Lear had a good eye for, and here's the difference between the two. Norman Lear had a good eye for, you know, what we would like to watch on TV. But I don't think he had a good pulse on our, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, he didn't at all. But
you know what I'm saying? Especially nowadays.
He's good at picking what to steal.
And then now you got Seth MacFarlane, who's like on the Cleveland show, who done the Cleveland show, and that wasn't really a good representation. Doing the show that represents us, and the only person that's really representing us on this show at that high level as an executive, as an EP, is really Knife Wonder, and that's on music.
Oh, no, I didn't know that part.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Shout out to
also,
Knife.
But that's
also,
it. It's not more on like how we view ourselves, and I think that's kind of crazy, bro.
but for the fact though, I heard one of the quick from Boondock was on the project originally, but he got off the project because of creative differences. So yeah,
He said he hadn't seen one episode.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure
the final project. Yeah.
Is that they wanted Boondock season 4 when he wanted to give them Boondock season.
Oh, I get it.
Oh,
shoot. You had to make it to season 4. I ain't mad at it.
No, I want the comedy.
Oh, shoot.
But then it's like the audience for Good Times is not even going to be impressed by this.
Oh, not at all. No, not at all.
Oh, no. Whoever was watching Good Times is not watching.
So they're not going to. This is strictly for the new generation. And I don't think the new generation will like it either. So, yeah. So
there we go with that.
Yeah. But
I think that's going to get hit for a second season.
I don't think so. But to be fair, I will review this show on here. To be fair, I will review it. To be fair,
yeah.
Listen, I'm a people with you, so we'll both watch it, and we both talk about how we feel about it on the show one of these days. See if we get two different opinions, or see if we come to the same conclusion. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna come to the same.
Yeah, pretty much. So here goes main event topic. Diddy.
The D is Diddy. Hold up. All right, so the main event topic today is Mr. Sean P. Diddy Combs, also goes by the name of Love, Brother Love, Puff Daddy, and a few other aliases. The Diddler. That I don't have time to get into. So basically what's happening is Sean Puffy Combs since December has been in a firestorm that is getting worse and worse and worse as the months go on. So in December, he basically cashed out his ex $30 million because I ain't never seen a $30 million settlement happen within a day of the fact that a case was even public. My son got on the phone immediately quick. But at that point, the details he paid that $30 million for had begun to leak, which trickled down into what followed into multiple sexual trafficking cases against him. Right? Multiple sex trafficking cases against Diddy. Where they're now in the process of raiding his home, because also behind the multiple sex trafficking allegations, he also caught a sexual harassment allegation from a former producer, not a former producer, he's a current producer, but he also produced about 9 to 10 songs on Diddy's last album, the Love Off the Grid album. And that would be Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a former child prodigy who worked with a lot of the gospel artists in the Chicago area. So he'd worked with the Clark sisters and a few other big names over there. And the details of his affidavit not only are worrisome, but they implicate heavily several other prominent people into sex trafficking and things of that nature, right? So I guess for the main event, we got to figure out how we feel about this. Do we feel like Diddy did it? I'm pretty sure we don't doubt it. But like, I want to try to dissect this, because there's also a very vocal anti-side to this that always comes up in these cases, but I never like to dismiss it, where it could be a thing of, you were trying to do something that a much stronger cabal of people didn't want you to do, and then boom, they reversed the lifestyle that they gave you on you, and now you're about to go to jail because you wanted to buy NBC. Hold on. So before I get deeper into this, any thoughts so far, or does that clear up the situation for you in backstab?
Yeah, but I want to get like my, before you get into the deets too a bit quickly, I do want to get my fair shot in this real quick before y'all go off, because might have to do a quick hop out real quick to do some preparation for the office tomorrow. But before I do, I want to thank everybody for having me on. I want to thank you guys for tuning in real quick. Follow me on Aaron Sampson Mirror, Instagram and Threads, Good Pods, Twitter X, King Talk Sands. All right, boom. Now, with the Diddy shit, right? Yes, we know he did the shit. You know what I'm saying? There's no denying it. There's no going around it.
Are you sure? Because here's the thing, and I gotta put that counter argument out there. They did say, after he sued the company that was making Ciroc, Digicel, like all of this stuff started happening.
True, but even then, even if you look at the events that happened this past week with the raids and everything going down with that, why are we faking fleeing? Why are we settling so soon? I'm sorry. If there's anybody that's going to defame me and be like, oh, I did X, Y, and Z to you, bro, we going to court. There ain't no bones about it. We going to go to court. We're going to see what's up. I'm not going to just go overnight and be like, oh, 30 mil easily. Nah, I would have tied that up, because if I know for a fact that what is being said isn't true, we're going to go back and forth. I'm going to stand up for myself, and we're going to see what's up. I'm not going to be like, oh shit, let me settle before in the business today. Nah.
That's a good point, because that it's not like she said he didn't pay her for a job or something. The thing he was about to go to court for was sexual harassment and sexual crimes. Like, you're right. You got a point.
So it ain't no way you're just gonna settle that up real quick unless you're looking at it in a sense of, oh, this could really like hurt, what I'm doing, and right. It still did. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot that's going into it now with the whole raids and everything like that. You gotta look at the raids too. Like, the feds ain't gonna just pull up to your house like that unless they got concrete evidence that there's something that needs to be looked for and searched on. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, their success rate is at about 95 to 98%. So if they got you, they're gonna let you like jog. They're gonna politely jog behind you for about a good 3-5 years, see what you do, and you're just being yourself, being your degenerate ass self, having a bunch of sex workers who talking about they getting money because they fuck rich niggas, but they really fuck rich niggas because they're little sex workers. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out. We have to shout out. Continue.
Yeah, like, and I respect that, because sometimes you gotta call folks what they really are. They're sex workers. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they were hired. They were hired by Diddy to be sex workers. And that's what, in the affidavit, that's what we have. Now, granted, this is alleged. You know what I'm saying? All of this is alleged. You're not going to toxicate me. But, you can say, oh, well, innocent until proven guilty. I'm like, bruh, there's a lot. I can understand if you're still debating, like, oh, where this could be up for debate. This is Vince McMahon levels of evidence.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact, son.
And everybody was saying he was guilty, but then when it comes to Diddy, it's and this is where I get mad at the black community too. I'm gonna say this before I drop off. This is where I get mad at the black community. We need to do better, right? Because we see, and I'm not trying to like deflate, pedophilic behaviors based on race. But we see guys like Vince McMahon, Dan Schneider, which we're going to talk about next week. And we see those guys and we're like, oh yeah, we got to lock their asses up. They're doing crazy shit to these kids and to these people. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Meanwhile, we got guys like Diddy and R. Kelly who was on a call with Whack 100, and he was like, "Oh, don't believe this." Yeah, like just like how we're not supposed to believe you to sit there and pee on those women and gave women herpes, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, no, not Kelly defending Diddy.
Bro, yes. Look up DJ Academic's video where where he released the audio with Whack 100 and R. Kelly talking to R. Kelly defending Diddy, bro. And then y'all going out here and not saying you, but y'all as part of the black community that's talking about, oh, well, look at the facts. Oh, don't forget, we got these other people too. If you're going to talk about him, you got to talk about them, which they already been talking about him for decades. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like to defend. You know what? Fuck it. I was going to say it because, I'm done playing with y'all. The ones that say, oh, that's defending this shit are more than likely the ones that usually defend these type of acts happening in their own family, but then shame the LGBT folks in their own family. There, I said it. Boom. Ta-da! That's what it is with our community. We get so caught up on protecting the predators that we end up shaming the LGBT folks in our families, and that's crazy. We need to change that. We got to do better.
It's going back to what I was saying earlier. That's protecting the wrong people. That's waiting to the devil to get to the party so you can be the devil's security.
But yeah, but there's a lot of folks in our community that love leaving the party at 4:55 rather than 1:50.
Yes, there are.
You know,
4:55 is definitely too late.
You're right. It's too late, and now you sound like Meek on the release tape.
I trying to figure out how Meek Mill got to go to WrestleMania after all this going on. It's going to WrestleMania
because he hadn't been implicated until this last affidavit, and his name is still redacted. But they redact his name, but then they perfectly describe him.
Got it.
So, Philadelphia rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj. It wasn't Freeway.
You can't call it Safari. I'm just saying. And that's Ken's idol, so you can't talk too crazy. That's Ken's idol. You can't talk too crazy about that.
Shut up, son.
Nicky. You can't talk too much about Nicky. He gets
my god! Don't do that, son. Don't do that. Don't do that. I can't talk crazy about Cardi, but okay, but that's another topic, though. Continue, Molly.
No. Sans is going. I was just throwing that little tidbit in there. Because when I read just the list of people who in trouble and some of the things they're in trouble for based off this last complaint with the child prodigy kid, it's crazy. It's we're living in a strange time where we, four guys doing a podcast, have now had to read our second set of sexual harassment, sexual abuse related affidavits in just as many months.
Yeah, like they say, 2024 is the year of people being exposed, and yeah, it might be a lot more of that. It gonna be a lot more of that, son. Hell, next episode we're doing Dan Snyder, so yeah. I don't say, but continue.
So, in the affidavit, it's 73 pages. I know we attempted to run the whole gambit with the Vince McMahon affidavit. We will not do that here. Just, some restraints and things of that nature. But for the most part, I want to get to just the important parts. One where one alleged Diddy has a main line where he can get any drug that you want. Mr. Jones here talked about how he would hit up his assistants to get cocaine, GHB, ketamines, and ecstasy and anything you want for all of these parties. So like if you wanted, he had it. It was like one of those type of parties, which is crazy to me. We got to talk about the sexual abuse that was levied against Mr. Jones himself. Mind you, he's a young kid. He's a younger person, much younger. He's a child prodigy who's probably only starting to turn over into his 20s, dealing with these things from Diddy pulling them to these parties, same as he did to Usher. Also, another piece of thing, Usher just came out talking about how him and Diddy used to fight over Diddy trying to bring him to these parties when he was far too young to go to them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like that's Usher trying to get the yuck off of him, especially because last week he was just hanging out with Russell Simmons. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah. Oh, there's also a bill going around about Justin Bieber, Diddy inviting Justin Bieber to parties and stuff like that.
Right. The Justin Bieber thing is how Usher got implicated in the first place.
Yeah.
Rodney also goes on to accuse Diddy of lacing drinks, the alcoholic drinks, giving them to minors and sex workers. His chief of staff was the person delivering the drugs. He also has Christian Combs, Diddy's son, drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. He has Young Miami's cousin sexually assaulting himself. Cuba Gooding Jr. Yes, Cuba Gooding Jr. harassing and insulting Mr. Jones himself. Rapper Redacted, that would be the one that seems like it's most likely to be Meek Mill. He has him consorting with underage girls. That's a big word there. And the sex workers, and he has an R&B singer, Redacted, consorting also with both underage girls and sex workers. Was on the yacht with Diddy, and the singer was at Diddy's house. Right, so it's basically based on these court documents. I'm sure it'll affect the other things he got going on. And these court documents are part of the reason why they did the raid on his home.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, okay, like Sam said, now I have enough evidence to at least say, let me go see what's really, really going on.
Yeah.
So they raided the home. Diddy's still not under arrest. He's still not being looked for to be arrested.
Not at all, son.
But it's looking bad because they don't have enough to arrest him yet.
Yo,
they don't have anything that says you did this. You did this. Period. They have things that point to it.
Yo, crazy thing, yo. So I was on X, and I saw a video of this psychic, and she's saying something about, something gonna happen to Diddy. This happened. I believe this video was in January. She said something gonna happen to Diddy around Easter time period. And this could be the start of the downfall, but this is not the main downfall. The main downfall will be later this year. And then come Easter time, the rave happened.
Right.
So when I saw that, like, wow, that's crazy. When I saw that, video, because it was something that you be posted on your page. I just going through it, the comments, and everybody posted mad stuff about Diddy, mad stuff, like mad new information. Like, jeez. I just went down a rabbit hole. So when I did that, I just went down a rabbit hole after that.
Wait, hold on. I got one more big thing off the affidavit, but that's crazy. Somebody predicted it. One big thing. Also, somebody apparently was shot and killed on Diddy's premise by Diddy.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
The person who's going by G. Diddy had an argument with them. They went to the bathroom, and then Mr. Jones said he heard the shooting, and there's pictures of the blood that was there. So,
yo, not to make Diddy started really becoming a real life Joker, son. Like it's
Oh
wild.
yeah,
Bro, I
he
told
was
y'all
wilding out for doing it.
he was on some, he's on a whole degenerate type path. And to be honest with you, it been like that. But like I said before, we was accepting of that.
Yeah,
We
I
knew
think
that's what it was. And a lot of your faves, let's be honest, a lot of your faves been a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Been with it.
that's a fact, and a lot of your faves will get exposed.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah,
And it's for better or worse, but you involve yourself with folks that are a little, you know what I'm saying, that you involve yourself with these type of folks, and the next thing you know, your brand gets dirty too, which is why Jay-Z somewhere in Japan, trying to hide out like stuff's normal. Bro, you're just randomly going to Japan, bro?
And crazy, the psychic predicted Jay-Z will be next. The same psychic I said about Diddy. Yeah, he said Jay-Z.
You don't need a psychic to predict Jay-Z gonna be next, bro.
Yeah, I know, but it's the
Look
same.
at Jay-Z's wife, and then look at the person Jay-Z was messing with before his wife.
Yeah.
He may not be in as much trouble as them because he had a wife all this time. But also, this was the same nigga that was like, girls.
Yeah.
He didn't. It ain't looking good.
Yeah.
Damn.
I hope that he was allegedly hiding a child and everything, but
Yo, I will predict once Jay-Z dropped that new album, that's when stuff about him going to drop. Watch.
I believe that too. R&B singer redacted look like it's Usher. There's two R&B singer redacted. Sorry. One is Usher, of the Grammy Award winning R&B singer who had trouble with Chris Brown. Yeah.
Chris Brown.
Okay. I had to read it because they making me play like who's that Pokemon with these redacted.
Facts.
Who's that pedophile?
And then you get it, and then when you guess it right, you're like, oh damn, like not him. It'll be like on some. It's me, Sam. It was me all along.
Yeah, I'll do shit. I'll do shit to get canceled. Yeah,
oh, we will, and it's going to be the fault of billionaires who decide to use their money purely for sexual taking advantage of people. Because if the Vince episode don't do it, this one will.
And you know what's crazy though? You know our beef with Universal, right? When it comes down to like copyrights and everything.
Oh yeah.
The head of Universal is actually named in that lawsuit too.
Mm-hmm. He is.
It's just like the Brandon situation all over again.
It is.
Here we go.
Oh shoot.
Let me tell you, for the lawsuit specifically, the defendants listed on the lawsuit are, of course, Sean Combs, but also Justin Dior Combs, who's his son.
Yeah.
Defendant Lucien Charles Grange, who is exactly who Sands just alluded to, the CEO of Universal Music Group. Ethiopia Haptamariam, that's her name. Former CEO of Motown Records, who's also a defendant on this case. Krishna Koram, the chief of staff, aka Diddy's runner. Chalice Recording Studio, apparently a place with Diddy's. Motown Records, Universal Music Group, Love Records because Diddy. Basically everything that Diddy is a part of is being sued here. So his also his global enterprise company. Like other than just the gross details, this dude's waking up in bed with other people after being drugged. Like there's a lot of drugging, a lot of being forced. One of the other big things that came out of this that even had even had another person talking from Diddy's past. Stevie J's name popped up in this paperwork as well.
Yeah.
If we don't know who Stevie J is from the Love and Hip Hop years, we know who Stevie J is from being the producer of some of the most legendary Bad Boy tracks of all time.
Yeah.
Basically, Rodney Jones, the plaintiff in this case, was a huge fan of Stevie J, as he would be, because he is a legendary producer. And Diddy used that heavily to get him into positions to have sex with him, and also get him into positions to have sex with Stevie J too. It's all a lot. Mr. Jones in the affidavit says he was forced and uncomfortable because he's a heterosexual Christian man, which I mean, it would be hard to refute because Diddy found him producing for a bunch of gospel artists. So it's hard to refute that, but it's like, where do you go from here? Like based on these details in this affidavit, and of course the affidavit is one side. The affidavit is saying what Mr. Jones is saying happened. It's not saying, like, there's no defense against it yet because that's what the court case is for.
Yeah.
But all these things have to be, we, as the liberal media, we have to, definitely say alleged to anything that's here. But we, as also the same liberal media who's been watching Diddy for the last 25 years, let me put it this way: if your core audience, who's been watching you for the last 25 years, think you did it because they can see you, nigga, then you either have to change how you move or you did it. Just those two things.
But this is what I was saying earlier. I feel like he did it because he's that guy. Like he been doing these parties for a minute. We already know he was the reason behind like Sean having to do like what he had to do that at the time he had to do. He's like, think about it. Especially from the peak Bad Boy era. Name one artist that came out of there, right? Besides Mace, that came out of there like damn near unscathed. Life was the same. Life was better after Bad Boy.
Look, Mace don't even count in that list because Mace ran. The only reason his life is better is because specifically he ran.
Yeah, but Mace just came back. Remember when he did that Welcome Back album?
Mm-hmm. I feel like he hustled Diddy in that moment. I feel like he hustled Diddy.
Okay,
because there's certain clauses in record labels, they can't come after you for the money for certain reasons. You notice everybody after Diddy, Loon, Shine, all of them went hyper religious and went to different strong religions.
Yeah,
Loon became Muslim, moved to Lebanon. Shine, after doing this time, he became Jewish and moved back to Belize.
Yeah, became president out there.
Mm-hmm.
Craig Mack had to end up joining a cult before he passed.
Mm-hmm. So, like a lot of them were getting out of the things by religious exception. The same reason whatever the Lox was fighting about was what they were trying to get out of by doing that.
Yeah.
So it's always been something with Diddy. Even Biggie didn't get out. Biggie was Diddy's biggest success, and he made it out in a pine box. The whole Junior Mafia fell apart. Lil' Kim and Diddy didn't deal with each other anymore. It's a lot of negative looks on Diddy part. The most unsettling thing about Diddy that I ever seen before any of this came out, because this topic is real close to me, and I don't want to overtalk it. But this topic is close to me because as a kid growing up, Diddy could do no wrong.
Felt the same.
He made the Bad Boy era. Bad Boy got me into music.
Same here.
Facts.
Same here.
So Diddy could do no wrong, but as I'm growing up, the more I see, the more I hear, the more. You want to play fight all night undercover? We was like, whoa.
Well, from that, I was like, oh, nah, something's up.
Yeah, me too, son.
I've been was saying that, bro. Sun's up. Why are you fighting undercovers over Frosted Flakes? Usher been in there since in the Diddy camps from 14, talking about they were fighting over the Frosted Flakes, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, why are you fighting over Frosted Flakes? And then
with a 30-year-old man.
Exactly. Then you got poor Justin Bieber
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
Yo, Justin Bieber looks so uncomfortable in our videos. I looking back at it, he looked mad uncomfortable. Then he said, "Yo, we having a sleepover. Yo, we had a good time." Justin Bieber looked mad uncomfortable, son. Mad uncomfortable.
Like, what is going on over here? Like, you got Cassie tapes coming out. Cassie hiding underneath covers. People talking about how did he be beating people up? Like, come on now. You're not gonna act like this is just, oh my god, we are appalled. Like, no, what?
Son, he didn't real life Joker. He a real life Joker because he feel like he can't be touched.
That's right.
That's exactly why he did that, and now he's being touched, and now, like, he's trying to save face. No, put the Joker uniform back. you know the other thing that hit me was when I was a kid. Y'all remember Making the Band, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We talked about last week.
Here's what I'm crying. Here's what I can't understand. For me, at the time, right? Because this is 2001. Now, this era, you could just put a song out, and today, tomorrow, it could be on Spotify, and the next day after that, they'll take it down if you didn't play the sample, right? But anybody could be on Spotify now. Back in the day, you needed those labels. You needed that money muscle power to do the marketing, right? So Diddy runs a contest, gets 6 random strangers, puts them together in a super group called Bad Boyz the Band, right? Or the band for normal people, because I guess they couldn't figure out how to trademark the band. And I'm like, these dudes are living my dream. I was 11 years old when the show came out. I'm like, these people are living my dream. Diddy called them, and all they gotta do is make music, and these niggas all go to the studio. What is wrong with that? That was who I was, right? Fast forward to the very end of the band. They put out the album. It sold as a harbinger of what was to come for Bad Boy because they didn't go platinum.
Yeah.
Kind of all these techniques, and then you just hear them like dropping off like flies. All of their energy is radically different about all of it by the end of the show. Because remember, everybody's excited. By the end of the band, their energy is radically different. Everybody's is, including Fred, who don't even show up and just quits. Tell him to cut me, dog. I can't even do it. Tell him to cut me, dog. And I'm like, you can't do what? You can't rap. You can't have this stuff paid for. You can't tour. You can't make money. You can't be on TV. What can't you do?
Shit.
Might have found out what he can do.
Same with Danny and Kane. They were burned out too after a while.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it cut half of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then whatever happened to Don Richard? Like, Diddy is like, I can't tell you exactly what Diddy's doing. I can tell you what he's accused of and what it looks like he's doing. But from the outside looking in, it's not looking good for nobody that's with Diddy for any, just like Sam said, nobody that's been with Diddy or around Diddy for any long period of time is doing anything of note. 112. They're a legendary group. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like even you made it, but you like fat and sloppy. B, you pulling a Frederick, and you in Atlanta mixing like weed with like rabbit food and trying to push that. And getting caught up with what? All right, so I pulled up I was on YouTube pulling up reels or whatever, and basically one of the reels was a story of Frederick getting caught up in Atlanta for he was trying to sell weed, but in order to make 6 ounces, he had like 3 ounces of weed in there, and then 3 ounces of weed, and then he had the other 3 ounces as rabbit food, like green rabbit food. And I guess they noticed it, so they caught up with him afterwards.
I hope they noticed it. Imagine smoking rabbit food.
Yeah, it's giving them rabbit food. And I'm like, bro, like this is really what it come down to. And then you got your vets like Black Rob and them going through illnesses, nobody helping until you see it happen. Keith Murray just recently got caught up in the hotel. I don't know if y'all saw that on Facebook.
I've seen that. He been down bad for years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he looking kind of crazy out here. People making him like sing songs for like bread on some prostitute shit. It's crazy.
Right.
Nobody ends up doing well except for Stevie J, who want to fight 50 Cent because he told the truth about it.
Yeah, Stevie J. I don't think this counts as ends up doing well, because even before this, Stevie J was broke. Before Love and Hip Hop, Stevie J was broke. Remember?
Yeah.
So if Love and Hip Hop hadn't come around and he hadn't been able to clinch that, and then he hadn't been with the lady who was basically funding him while he was broke, that was Mimi. If he hadn't been with her, and if Love and Hip Hop hadn't swung around on him, he would still be a negative after Diddy story.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
When he should be a legendary producer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
That's
So we've gone way over time. Any final words on the Diddy situation so far? Anyway.
Well. Like I said, I feel like still gonna be more to come. Yeah, this is a lie. This is a lie. But I'm pretty sure we are far from over on the topic, though. Okay, because it's a new thing every day. So yeah, I think we're far from done for the topic. Yeah.
Like literally, when we started talking about doing the episode this week, there was less information than I came into the episode with tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Shoot, we might have to do a part 2 down the line, basically. That's what I'm gonna say.
We probably gonna have to keep him in prequels for a while, or whatever.
I believe it.
Because at some point he going to jail.
Definitely.
He about to be sitting up there with Diddy. He about to be in jail with R. Kelly. They gonna be in there. Did you ever think that you would go to jail?
So they're about making another hit together.
They got nothing else better to do with their time, right?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But any other final remarks, Sans and Roddy?
I'm gonna let Roddy go and I'm gonna close out. Roddy, go ahead.
Of course, it's guilty innocent until proven guilty. But I do believe that he definitely did most of the stuff, his mannerism and all the stuff that we've been hearing for over the past couple of decades, and the way he acts. And just like y'all say, pretty sure there's way more to come, because even with every allegation, there's more people that's going to step up and say certain shit, and the whole can of worms is going to just come out of nowhere. It's just going to be story after story, victim after victim. So yeah, I do believe this is not the last time we're going to talk about P. Diddy or Diddy. So yeah, that's what I say.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up like this. Like I said before, there's gonna be more that comes out. We think that this is gonna be it, and this is gonna be the thing that is gonna, be prominent. However, this man is still out here in the streets with his cohorts doing what, doing Diddy shit, basically. It is.
No Diddy.
And it's crazy because what happens now is like, all right, what happens now basically is we're going to wait to see more people come out, more people talk about this whole situation, and hopefully they get some justice if true. If not, I think they should be charged for defamation as well. But I get heated when I see other folks, defend this type of behavior and think that is okay. I don't think it's okay. And this makes it hard for other folks that actually are victims and that go through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes it hard for them to actually come out and speak on this type of stuff. Because like nobody really believes or is always second guessing because it's somebody we like because they came out with a song back in 2005 that everybody liked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the part where I feel like we gotta do better on. I don't know if this man is guilty or not. If he is, you definitely need to lock this man up, throw away the key. He doesn't need to see the light of day. If he's innocent, come to find out, then there's gonna be a lot of apologies. Like there's gonna be a lot of apologies. So, we just gotta wait to see. Every week there's always some stuff coming out. And I won't be surprised if something come out this coming weekend that, we definitely gonna have to sit down and cover, but we'll see. So those are my thoughts.
All right, there you go.
Hold on. Before you end it, let me say one thing. I'm sorry about that. But I thought of this. I feel like it needs to be said and needs to be committed to wax. If you guys, I need y'all to hear me real quick. If you're out there on the train of, no, this person didn't do it. He's just a black man that they're trying to bring down. He was trying to buy NBC. If y'all are those people, oh, he lying. Oh, those girls wanted it. If you are those people that feel like somebody is trying to take these people down because they did something, I need to express this one thing to you. Why is there anything to take them down with? Y'all answer that question and get back to us next week, because if the person is as good as you think they are, there should be nothing to take them down with of this magnitude. I don't care if he wanted to buy NBC from the leader of the Illuminati himself. If you don't have pedophilia in your stuff, if you don't have sex trafficking going on, if you don't have all these behaviors going on, you don't get in trouble. So let's cut that out.
All right, there you go. And that is this week's episode of the Premier Boys Podcast. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. Follow me on IG, Ken_Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken, Ken_Mr. MR Gentleman, GENTOEMAN. Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Every Sunday for the main series, every Thursday for spin-off series Thursday, where we have shows like The Conversation About Music Podcast. Every first Thursday at 12 p.m. Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B. Every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. And the Old School Show with myself and the Star Riding Rod every fourth Thursday. Also, check out the official website, www.realmrgentleman Podcast. Yeah!
Alright, so you got me, the Star Riding Rod. Yeah, check me out here or check me out on Star Time Podcast. Available on all streaming platforms. Cool to Spotify, yo. Also follow me on IG at star.timeroddy on IG and Threads. And I'll see you next week.
And just to round it out, they call me Malimal. You can find me on everything under either They Call Me Malimal, TCM Malimal. I'm not going to insult intelligence by telling you how to spell They Call Me, but Malimal is Malimal. Also follow me on To The Trilogy. We're trying to blow up the pages. Speaking of the trilogy, welcome to the trilogy, my podcast about trying to get through life in the third. Resuming soon. We will be resuming soon because we're going to finish getting these episodes out. We're going to do this within the spring corridor. All right, guys? Sorry it's taking so long, but we got a lot of life going on. Either way, I will be happy to have you guys. Let's do it. Ken, take us home.
All right, and y'all can follow Aaron Sands at Aaron Sands Premiere. Also, check out his show, King Talk with Aaron Sands, every Fridays. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. This is your boy Aaron King Talk Sands.
It's your boy, the star Roddy. Rod.
And Ken, help me out one more time.
Lola the Chief.
They call me Malimal.
Yo, have a good day and night. Remember, you're listening to the Premier Boyz podcast.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Oh man.